Motya, if I'm saying this correctly, was an ancient and powerful city on the San Pantaleo Island, which is off the west coast of Sicily. Its position in between mainland Sicily and a larger island facing the Mediterranean made a great spot for shipping and for defense of the city. The island is so close to the mainland that it was actually joined in ancient times by an artificial causeway, which was a paved road, and chariots with real large wheels could actually reach the town from the main island. And the water is so shallow that you can actually still see the road. And as you're riding out there in the boat, it looks like you could actually get out and walk across this little roadway and make it between Sicily and the island, at least during low tide, whatever that means for the Mediterranean. It was a Phoenician colony. Motya is said to be derived from a Phoenician word which I cannot pronounce, but it's spelled MTW, however you pronounce that, but the meaning is wool spinning center. So I'm sure it had something to do with textiles. Because of its economic and strategic location, it had been the target of other powers in the area. During its history, Dionysius I of Syracuse attacked Motya and killed the entire population. During the Middle Ages, Basilian monks settled on this island and renamed it San Panteleo. This is actually a beautiful place with a lot of greenery, flowers, and all kinds of fauna. But on days that it's not windy, you are also joined with billions of mosquitoes, and they are always hungry. Maybe that's just because they're all Italian mosquitoes. The tour guide actually provided mosquito repellent, but I actually didn't put any on, figuring I was from New England and had mosquitoes around all the time. And the other trick is to just stand really close to someone else who put way too much on. The Tophet, if I'm again pronouncing words correctly, is a type of cemetery for the cremated remains of children, possibly, but they're not entirely sure, as sacrifice to the Phoenician or Carthaginian god. This means threshold. This means the field of urns, although I'm not exactly sure what was in these urns. This is an active farming area, although I'm not sure how much farming these guys can do with all these mosquitoes. The whole island was actually purchased by Joseph Whitaker, a wealthy Sicilian English ornithologist, and there's a mixture for you. And he was also a sportsman, and he opened a museum here. And he did this to display the Egyptian, the Corinthian, Attic Roman, the Punic, and Hellenic influenced items that were found on the island. This is what the settlement looked like in its heyday. This is the Motya charioteer. As you go to leave the island, these inhabitants, like the mosquitoes, are probably glad to see us go. You actually leave and come back to the Trapani salt beds. It's a nice little Rick Steves side trip while running in between two towns on the tour of Sicily.